Hello, and welcome to the third video in a series of 3 called Leading Across the Generational Divide. I'm your host, Danielle Shea, and in this video, we're going to be talking about how decision making has changed over time. Let's get started. Let's first start by talking about when board games were the game of choice. A lot of the times you had a lot of different ways that you could move, and you had to really think through what the best move was going to be. You also had time to stop and wait while other people were making their moves, so you could really strategically think how they were going about the game versus how you were, and you could alter your next move based on their moves. Additionally, once you made your move, you couldn't take it back. There were no redos, there were no restarts. If you wanted to restart, the whole game had to be scratched in order for you to do that. So when we look at this, there was a lot more strategic thinking involved, big picture thinking, really looking at where is everyone else, how are they doing it, and how can I alter my strategy in order to reach that end goal and be successful in winning the game. Let's now talk about video games, the game of choice today. You still have a lot of different ways that you can move in a game, and that quick thinking is definitely important. You really need to know what you want to do and just act on it. But you have unlimited redos. So if you run into something and you don't like where it's taking you, you can turn back around and go into the next door or go into the next course without taking anything back. There's no problem with redoing things. You can scratch the level you're on and just completely restart if you want to. Additionally, there are so many people playing the game all at once, making their moves all at once. So you don't have time to stop and wait for other people and really look at what they're doing and what moves they're making to alter your strategy. You're just going, just like they are. So when we take a look at this, it's really undefined strategy or an undefined mindset. You're taking that arrow, shooting it, trying to hit that bullseye, but you don't really have strategy behind it. You just hope and you keep trying until it hits that bullseye. So what does this mean and how is this different? Well, the way that we make decisions has shifted over time. Let's drill down. Patience is no longer a virtue. With that being said, a lot of the times people are just in video games and in life, they're making decisions, they're just going, and they're hoping that that instant gratification of, okay, I'm going to make my move and then something else is going to happen for me to make my next move. And there's no patience in decision making where that instant gratification that comes in with video game making really does show. Structured chaos has also replaced step-by-step thinking. So when we think about this, in board games, there's a process usually. There's one person goes, they make their move, another person goes, they make their move, I make my move, and I have a certain way that I have structured I want to win the game. When we think about this, that's not the way that video games or decisions are really made anymore, and it's more of structured chaos. I'm going to make a decision and then see how that plays out, and we can even see this in the workplace where we used to have more cubicles, where now people are more in one big room. There's a lot more structured chaos in the workplace with teamwork and all being visible to one another at all times. Additionally, trial and error trumps strategy. So like I said, we're going back to that throwing the arrow, trying to hit that bullseye, but not having a defined strategy. Rather, it's trial and error. It's continuing to try again, which is positive and negative. By doing this, you do build up endurance, but at times in life, you need a strategy. You cannot just try and then go back and take back the decision you already made. You have to stand firm in that decision that was made and the repercussions, positive or negative. With all that being said, in short, decision making has changed over time and has formed a gap. And to lead across this generational divide, it requires awareness, sensitivity, and skill. Thank you for watching.